Welcome to Unlikely Bosses, the podcast that lives in a parked car, runs on real talk about business, life, and everything in between. We are Andi and Danielle, sisters, business partners who never had it figured out. Still don't. It's not about being perfect. It's about showing up, learning as you go, and keeping it moving. All right. Every episode, someone is joining us in the back seat to share their unlikely story. This is Unlikely Bosses. No script and definitely no plan. Oh my gosh, we are so excited, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. So our next guest, we want to welcome Kerry Kip, founder, CEO, Minot Candle. Kerry, I am so excited because all I do is sniff your candles in every store. I know. It's all I do. I walk around, I'm not kidding, for every little store like downtown Cohasset, Hingham, I'm always like smelling each one. I'm obsessed.
Well, Thank you. That never gets old to hear for sure.
No, it is. Magical. Okay, so the one thing about your candles, and I want you to talk about it, but they're sustainable, right? So they're non-toxic, they're natural. That's probably why I'm drawn to the scent, because it's so clean.
Yeah. So right. that's actually why I started the brand.
Okay.
Because I got into low tox living.
Okay.
I guess I could take it back for you, but
no, I want to know. We want to know. Yeah.
So my husband and I were traveling a lot in Europe, because he works there, and we were eating all the pasta, drinking all the wine, and not feeling bloated or hungover. So I was like, what's the difference here? And that really got me into understanding the differences in our food, our beauty products, our cleaning products, and trying to find alternatives. So I was looking into candles. My mom always had candles growing up, sense of warmth and comfort, and most are really toxic.
Right. Yeah.
So I created, some essential oil blends and started doing that in the diffuser. It wasn't enough, missed the flame. So I started making them for myself and my mom, and then it just really snowballed from there.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, thanks. It's been a wild ride. It's been almost 5 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, so what were you doing before that?
I was in product management at Wayfair.
Oh,
so
wow.
Total difference.
I ran the B2B side of the business from the product, like how the website looks and functions.
Okay.
Yeah, not even in like the furniture. Like I was not a furniture buyer or anything like that.
Right.
Yeah.
What was the first candle you made? Do you remember?
I've never been asked that question.
Well, it wasn't even on here, but I'm so
question.
fascinated. Like, do you remember what blend you made, or did you give it away, or you
I don't
just
remember
knew?
Because in the beginning it's a lot of testing, like you're baking.
Yeah.
So I don't really remember, but it probably was a scent that we have today, like Luna and Cliff Walk were some of our first scents. They were called something different when we launched.
Okay.
But that's what they're called today.
Okay. Cliff Walk is by far my favorite.
That's our bestseller.
It is by far my favorite.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, so what role though did the name Minot's Light or Minot have in naming the company?
Yeah. So actually naming a business was really hard.
It
I had no idea.
Yeah.
Because not only do you need the website, you need the Instagram,
right,
and all the things. So for me, Minot, we can see Minot Light from our house. And I was actually engaged, married, and then my daughter was baptized with Minot Light in the background.
Aww.
So it's very sentimental. But when you research Minot Light, it's actually known as the most romantic and dangerous lighthouse. So
is it really?
Yeah. So I thought it was like really cool from a history perspective.
That is.
And then thirdly, if you're not from the South Shore, you think it's Minot, which sounds French, which I'm totally fine with.
So you're like, if they mess it up, it even
works.
better.
Yeah. And it's actually been a funny thing, influencers working with you, they'll always message me like, how do I pronounce this? Or they'll just like in their videos be like, I don't know how to pronounce this. And it's just like a talking point too.
Yeah, I kind of love that.
It's kind of fun.
Yeah. And I love Minot too. Like,
I'm fine with either. If people think I get offended, I really don't care.
Oh, that's awesome. I saw your questions.
No, it's cool. No, that we were talking, but we'll going back to Wayfair though, because this is interesting. When you started making the candles, and you're like, I'm going to do this full time. Was it like a slow build up, or was it, you know what, I'm just going to go for it?
So I actually quit my job without another job and without having this idea. I was really burnt out, and my boyfriend at the time, now husband, was like, you need to do something different. Like, this is not good. And so we were actually in London for his work, and he left to go to work. I'm still in the hotel room. He comes back, and I hadn't left the hotel room for the day. And he's like, are you okay? Have you left? I was like, I'm great. Like, I have this idea.
Really?
Yeah. And I spent all day researching, you know, market size for candles, how much capital does it take to start a candle business, like all of these things. And for some reason, it just like clicked in that moment for me. I find like because when I'm in Europe, I'm on vacation, even if my husband's working, like I'm solo traveling. Yeah. And so I feel like it just gives you that space to like think creatively. And that's what I needed to get out of my way. Because at that time I had already been playing with making candles for myself. Yeah. Yeah.
But it clicked as like, this could be a business. And then it was just all in at that point.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And when I explained it to him from the numbers perspective, he got it. Because my husband like thinks all candles smell the same. Like,
is that a guy thing?
Some guys are very into it.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but I
you're
think
right.
the majority probably aren't.
Yeah.
But yeah, my husband is the art.
Right.
So yeah.
And was he on board? Sorry, like immediately?
Oh yeah. When I told him from the numbers perspective, he was on board. But it's funny because he was about the only person that really got it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's
like
funny.
family and friends. Like my dad, when I told my parents, they were like they were so shocked they didn't know what to say. They just spent all this money for me to go to college, and I was like, I'm gonna do this thing. I'm gonna start a candle business. But I had already like prepared like candles to bring and show them.
Oh
like,
my
gosh.
gosh! You needed proof.
Yeah.
Yes.
And my dad just looked at me and he goes, the only thing he could figure out what to say is, what are you gonna do for health insurance? Because I wasn't married at the time. Like, and
very logical thing.
Yeah, and that's all he could say. So my parents definitely didn't get it at first. I think it took them a couple of years to get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
now they're full
they're on board.
Yeah.
My mom helps all the time.
Oh, awesome. Yeah.
That's
cool.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into the boss side of this. Like when you hear, you've obviously heard unlikely bosses. Yeah. When you hear of that, like what does that phrase mean to you? Like, do you think you fall in that camp? Like, do you think this was unlikely, all of this?
I think there's a lot of aspects that are and aren't. For me, I knew I always wanted to have a business. I actually studied entrepreneurship in school. I was always curious about like owning a business and what does that look like. I was the kid that had lemonade stand. It was like,
I love like, so it's true spirit of entrepreneurship.
Yeah. But what I would do, I had no idea. And if you had said to me, 10 years ago, you're gonna have a candle business, I'd been like, that's bizarre. That's like crazy. So that piece of the journey for me was definitely like unlikely. Yeah.
But I want to, I guess there's so much I want to talk about, but the wellness of the candle too and your lifestyle is that's just changed probably everything, right?
Yeah.
Like it kind of goes hand in hand how this company formed from you taking the step in the well, try to be healthy and the toxic free and all of that.
Yeah. So I definitely went a little crazy in the beginning because I think it's kind of shocking when you research it and when you learn how toxic most of the products in the US can be if you're not paying attention.
I know.
It's like almost terrifying, and I think I was like actually scared. But now I think I live a little bit more balanced lifestyle where I'll still go out to eat with friends and family, and most restaurants, especially around here, are not organic or even locally sourced. So I like allow myself to enjoy myself socially. But like when you're, ordering out a glass of wine, just look for a European wine. Like it's an easy way to like make quick substitute. But yeah, every part of my life had just changed from that experience for sure. From like thinking about what I'm going to bring into my home. It's easier and there's more products available now than even 5 years ago when I started looking. So that makes it a little bit more approachable.
Have you ever dealt with imposter syndrome?
Of course. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like do tell. Like tell us about it. Because we live it, like right now I'm having it. You're like, we just have it all the time.
Totally. Yeah. Like, why do you guys want to have me on a podcast? Sure. Of course. But for me, I think some of the funniest moments for me where I'm just like, wow, Kerry, like you're crazy. I'll get an email from a big department store and that's like, they want to stock my candles. And I'll immediately be like, oh, this is a scam. Like, what? Why
do you think it's a scam?
Because it just is like, wow, how did they find me?
Oh my gosh.
That is immediately. And then you go to look at the email and I'm like, oh my God, this is a real problem. Let me just make sure they're on LinkedIn.
Oh my gosh.
Like, right. Totally. Yeah. And so like that I think that's the best example that I have for the like imposter syndrome piece is where it's like, no, Kerry, like they found you. Yeah. So that's that. I think that for me is like, but definitely in any day situations, I think it comes up a lot. I don't know if it's like a female thing or what, but
the more and more we're talking, the more and more we think it is. And we really do think it is. Guys really just, unless they're really good at faking it till they make it. But I just think we are so vulnerable and so hard on ourselves that we just, I don't know, we're just so self-doubting. And
I think that just comes naturally to us. I don't think it comes naturally to men.
I don't either.
They're confident.
I don't think my husband's ever like worried about that once.
No,
Like,
they don't care about
They
what
don't
people
care.
think.
They just don't care.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you want? I stole all your
No,
questions.
that's fine. You
Okay.
keep going, yeah.
All right. So, what is something you had to unlearn professionally?
Especially with this business,
Yeah.
delegating and like that I can't do it all on my own.
Yeah, it's a big one.
The first hire for the company, I think was especially hard because that was like helping me make the candles. Up until that point, I had made all the candles, I had packed all the orders. And so now we have a great team that I trust a lot, but like in the beginning stages of like, you can't scale if you're still making every single candle that comes out the store.
Right.
And so that piece for me of like figuring out how do I delegate, how do I, create an amazing team around me to like keep this thing going.
Did you manage a team at Wayfair?
I did, yeah.
Okay, so that you had a little experience with that.
Yeah.
So then how did your first hire? Obviously scary. So
Yes.
gut instinct, how did you do it?
It was a friend of a friend who actually, her son played lacrosse with my stepson. So like there were a lot of mutual connections.
Okay.
I didn't know her well yet at the time, but she's an amazing person, and it worked out quickly.
Good.
And then from there, just we got referrals, and
Yeah.
I think that's one piece of the business too that's super interesting is that it's all women, all moms that are coming back into the workforce.
great.
Yeah,
It is
so which has
good.
been a really cool thing. Before I even had kids myself, I understood, but I didn't really understand what that meant.
Yeah.
And now I think it's like a piece of the business that's been really fulfilling that I didn't imagine getting from the business.
Right.
Being able to do that.
Right.
Well, you're building a community within
Yeah.
the company too, and then there they are to support you, even like with your children, like all of that sort of stuff. It's a culture.
Definitely. And it's amazing too because these women are so overqualified, but they come in being like, well, I haven't worked in a while. And I'm like, you just raised 3 kids and you you have so much experience.
Right.
It's like a dream team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's just not just a question, but in terms of like your success, how much they impacted? Did you guys make decisions together and all that?
Definitely. And like constantly being like, how can we improve this process? Like they have ideas and they're not afraid to speak up.
Yeah, right.
I think, I'm happy to take any and all ideas on how we can improve and be faster and more efficient, of course. So
That's
Cool.
how we sort of run Express It too, where it's a team, and Andy, we had to be able to hear what they had to say, even till today. Like
we have to.
we make it's collaborative.
Yep.
There's no other way.
Yeah.
The team has transformed the company, just like you. Like you have to have good people with you.
absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's no way you can
No.
scale without it.
No.
Yeah.
No. All right. What was harder, learning how to make the candles or running the business?
That's a good question. Can I say both?
Yep.
Nope.
It's your podcast. You say whatever you want, girl.
I think both because for different reasons.
Yeah.
Candle making is actually kind of finicky, like baking. If you mess up, if you're off by a certain degree, the whole batch can be done. There are certain ways that you can fix them and make them work, but so that piece is tricky, and you have to be like pretty on the ball. You can't be multitasking when you're doing that piece. And then on the business side, I think it's what every business owner struggles with, like the admin side of it. That's not fun. The people management, which I love my team, but still, like, there's not everyone is a fit for your team, and like that's hard, also hard. So yeah.
Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah.
It is hard. All right. Was there a scent that you tried to create and it didn't work out, and it'll always be like,
definitely.
is it always going to be like, that's the one? I've got to get back to that one.
No, so I don't launch them unless I'm really confident about them.
Okay.
So if something is on the shelves, like I've spent at least a year on it,
Okay.
testing it, perfecting it. But I've never launched with a scent that I didn't like. Definitely
didn't love.
created scents that I didn't love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Andy, you're up. What do you got?
What are you most proud of so far in this journey?
What am I most proud of? I think building a business that I'm making more in revenue than I was making when I was at Wayfair. Like that milestone for me was like really
I love
cool.
that. I
Yeah.
love that.
Congrats.
Yeah,
Thanks.
congrats. Like
Yeah.
on your own, you're
Yeah.
doing what you were doing for someone else.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
awesome.
That's incredible.
Exactly. And I got married and had a child in that time period too. So being able to have that while doing that was a pretty big deal.
A very big deal.
No, it is.
Yeah. That's a very
You know
big
what?
deal.
No one's ever said that, and I think that that's really powerful. Like, you created your own W-2. Like that is so you. That's awesome.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I just remember when my daughter, like this vivid memory of packing orders when she was 3 weeks old. She's in like the dock top. Packing orders.
What's something, an unseen part of your work that people may not know?
You can't really turn it off. It may just be candles, but someone is,
All right.
missing an order, wants an update on something.
Yeah.
Even if you try to automate that process, people expect a level of like customer service and hand holding and to certain degrees.
Yeah.
So that piece is hard to turn off. And then also, like we said, like, you have a team around you, but they also need you.
Right.
So, you might need to be doing, working out, and you'll come back to like a fire. That's always my worst nightmare.
Right.
But just
A literal fire.
Actually, no.
Oh,
That's
I
never
thought.
happened.
Yeah.
but
Well,
that
when
would
you
make
said
sense.
that,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, yeah.
We do work with hot wax, but
Right,
no,
okay.
knock on wood, never an actual fire.
Right.
But a fire drill. I would say.
Yeah.
Yep.
But so yeah, not being able to turn off.
Are you like, when you're working out, so you don't have your phone, are you like worried about when you check it? Yeah. Have you learned, like, do you do anything to try to?
I try to like say, like, the team kind of like knows when I'm working out.
Yeah.
So if I'm not answering them, that's why. And like
Yeah.
they usually know that I usually get back to them like in an hour, especially during the weekdays.
Yeah.
But that for me is an anxiety that I
Yeah.
can't get rid of.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's hard to turn it
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because someone's looking for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Any unlikely quality that's like turned out to be an advantage or your superpower that you're...
I am a perfectionist, so at first it definitely hindered me because I didn't launch for a while because I wanted it to be perfect.
How long? Like how?
I worked on it for about a year before COVID, so I was trying to get a trademark before I launched, which I thought was really important. Hindsight's everything. You don't really need it before you launch as long as you have an application. Anyways, but for me that was really scary to like spend all this time and money into a brand, and then the thought of someone being able to rip it off.
Yeah, right.
So I used that as my excuse to not launch, but I also think I was really scared to launch. Like, are people going to like this as much as I do? Like, what's going to be the response to this? So for me, launching was really, really scary. And it was like, I had a old college teammate that took the pictures for me the first round. And she was like, okay, are you ready to go? Like, what's next? And I'm like, oh my God, I am. Like, I literally don't have an excuse. Like, I have to.
Right.
She's like, when's launch day? I'm like, I guess it's tomorrow. Yeah.
It's such a vulnerable moment, right?
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
How did you first launch?
It was during COVID, so everyone was home like on Instagram, which actually helped me.
Yeah.
And then a lot of local influencers helped me like talk about the brand, and that really just helped and spread the word quickly.
Great.
Yeah. Did you launch here in Massachusetts?
Yes.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So all the candles are made in Hull, in the studio.
Right.
Yeah.
When people look back on your brand, what do you want them to say? Like, what's your hope? Your product or your brand, really?
That they created a beautiful product for my home that's sustainable and creates like memory and warmth in their home.
I'm a client, and
Yeah.
I feel that from your brand. I love when your candle's going on my counter.
Thank you.
And actually, my son, he's 15, he's 16. That's his favorite one of all the candles. He'll say, that one's. And I said, today we can cut this, but I was driving to school, and I'm like, the Minot Candle that's on the counter. I said, she's coming in the car today. He was like, really? I was like, yeah. He was like, that one's my favorite. I'm like, I know. I'm going to tell her.
Does he like clip lock?
He does.
Yeah,
That's my
men really
favorite.
like clip lock.
Isn't that
Yeah.
funny?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. Okay.
So he'll probably like even time too. 'Cause,
Okay.
like, people that like clip lock.
They like this one. Yeah.
And I just love like when you get them as a hostess gift. It's like a
Your container.
it's just like a statement of just like it's like excellence. It's just like a level. It's just beautiful, and it's just
Yeah, we're big fans.
well done.
Yeah,
Well
well
done.
done.
I appreciate it. It took a lot of time.
Well, actually, about the okay, you call it. I have two questions here. Scent poetry.
Mhm.
So creating the scent and then naming the scent, which is fascinating.
Yeah.
So can you talk about those two?
Sure. So for me, like scent poetry, it kind of means like, so each individual scent has its own distinct scent. And so sandalwood has been really popular lately,
Yeah.
but sandalwood on its own smells terrible. And I'm sure you've never smelled it.
I
on
don't
your own.
think so. Yeah.
No.
No one has, really, unless you're in scent making. It's really just a base that blends really well with other scents and like kind of magnifies the other scents. So The best like example is like it's like kind of like salt. Like when you salt in cooking,
Yeah.
it makes everything taste better and like you can really taste the flavors more.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what sandalwood does.
Yeah,
it's a little bit like I would say masculine on its own, so that it evokes more masculine scents. But most people would never like it on its own, which I think is just a funny fact.
Yeah,
everyone says they love sandalwood.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't actually believe it.
Yeah. That's so funny.
But I'm sorry, what was your question?
No, sorry. And then the names, just that.
Oh, yeah. How do you do?
Yeah, the names. So the names I like to be one word. I just think from like a marketing perspective, it's easier.
Yeah.
And then we tried to like, obviously we're
Coastal.
yes, we're inspired by nature and coastal stuff, and so those are usually the scents. But each scent that I create is definitely evokes a mood and an emotion. And so, like for instance, Cliff Walk is a bit moody and a little and earthy, and so that's where that name kind of comes from. Or like, you know, Daybreak is like a smoky rose scent, so that it's a little bit like brighter, so like we like to use that in the mornings.
Okay.
Like, so it's like a quieter scent.
Yeah. So is this a collaborative effort, or you know what's going in it and you already have an idea of what the name should be?
No, the naming I work with copywriters, so I say like these are the like they know like what my template is.
You feed them.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they'll kind of give me a list of like here, and I'll be like, okay, that's definitely it. Or like, what else do we have?
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, I love that.
Yeah.
What fragrance is the most personal to you?
That's a good question. Voyage I created for my wedding.
Oh.
So I got married on the beach in Cohasset, and it's definitely like a moodier scent that has, and romantic, that also has coconut in it, because I love coconut.
Oh, I love that.
This. I want to smell this.
That one's definitely the most personal. I also created Wildflower for my mom, or Wild Meadow for my mom. It was originally called Wildflower. We had lilac trees in our house growing up, and so that scent really reminds me of my mom.
I love that.
Yeah.
Is that her favorite?
I don't know. That's a good question. I never asked her. I was just like, good Tyler.
Okay. I mean, you talked about that, the revenue milestone, but what does success mean to you right now?
Right now, I think it's just spreading awareness, like more brand awareness. I think for people on the South Shore, they may not know, but our brand is actually, I think, more well known on the West Coast.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it really resonates with, I think, the style and aesthetic.
I can see that.
Resonates more on the West Coast, which I never really imagined, but makes sense now.
It does.
So we ship a lot of orders to the West Coast. So I think getting more brand awareness just generally, but also on the East Coast. I know that sounds bizarre, but yeah, I think that's what it means for us right now.
How did you get into that market? West Coast.
We use a marketplace for wholesaling, and that's kind of been how we've gotten in there. And then, you know, how wholesale works is you get into a retailer, someone finds you there, and then they repeat with you online. So it's kind of just been spreading the word that way.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
All right. Well, where do you see this going?
Yeah.
What is
Minot Candle going?
That's a good question. I think we need to find a bigger space to help us scale more.
Okay.
Yeah, space has become a big issue. Yeah, we were looking a year ago, and the landlord turned out to be not such a good person, so we had to pause, and I will start looking up after the holiday season. So we're in holiday now, so it's about to get really crazy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, holiday has happened.
Can we talk? Where are they?
Can we talk about?
Can we pre-order, because we are Christmas crazies? But like my holiday candle starts the day after Halloween.
Okay. Yes.
So where are we finding these?
So wholesalers have already been starting to order since August.
They
So
are. Wow.
yeah, so our winter collection is out. Our holiday collection, is out. We are launching this year a new winter collection, which we've never done before.
Oh, nice.
Oh my gosh.
So they're meant to like last in your home all winter, not just like the holiday.
Okay.
Which I'm really excited about those scents. There's something different, and the vessel is really beautiful and
Oh, I
elegant.
cannot wait.
Yeah.
I cannot wait.
So I'm excited for us. We haven't launched those yet, but
Okay.
they're coming.
Okay.
Okay.
But in our holiday collection is the same as last year. That always sells out.
Yeah.
And we are actually almost already sold out of our pine one. So if you want pine, get that.
That's the best one. That's you have to get that. It's pine. You have to get. Actually, don't get that. No, you get it, but we have to get it now.
Yeah, we do.
Well, that's good, because this will air right before.
Yeah,
So,
November.
November.
Yeah.
So that's
So
perfect
we'll
timing.
even push it up.
Yeah.
So it's before Thanksgiving.
Okay, ready for a lightning round?
Yeah.
Okay. Likely or unlikely? Say yes to an opportunity that feels way outside your comfort zone.
likely.
Is this it? Is this
yes,
would this be one of them?
Yes, I'm not a huge public speaker, but yes, absolutely.
Well, thank you.
In this, I've learned you have to say yes to everything. Like try everything.
I know.
It's so hard.
It's so hard.
Right.
I think I said that for October. I was going to try to say yes more, even socially.
Oh yeah, just
I am like
Yeah.
I'm A-okay in my house on the weekends.
Yep.
But
You need to
I
recharge.
I have
Yeah.
to, but I also need to just get out in the public.
Well, I'll go hang out with you guys.
Yeah, exactly. Let's do that. Okay. Admit when you don't know the answer,
Oh yeah.
even
definitely.
with your team watching.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They'll be first to call me bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. That's a good team.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a good team.
See failure or mistake as a gift, not a disaster.
A gift, especially. Yeah, I think we've learned so much through failures, and
Yeah.
you just have to make sure you learn from it and find a solution and move on.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm so afraid of failure, but honestly, like every mistake or every failed thing that we've tried, it's like what you've learned from it. You would never ever learn that.
You
Like
know.
doing it. Yeah, it's just
You
it's
didn't try.
tremendous.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Absolutely.
And we would have those failures no other way.
Totally.
You have to.
Yeah.
Okay, let your emotions guide your business decisions.
That's a 50-50.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
It depends on the emotion.
Yeah. Data is so important, and I think that's one thing that my Wayfair background really gave me is like what products are actually selling. Like, yes, I might really love Voyage. Luckily, it is a really good seller for us.
right.
But if it wasn't, if it was in the bottom, like I would have to cut it.
Yeah.
Like when I go to reorder package, like that's
Right.
kind of when I look at like what's working, what are people buying, and it's not resonating. So we need to not waste time on it.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Believe imposter syndrome is normal part of growth. Likely or unlikely.
Unfortunately, I think it's normal.
Especially for us,
For us,
right?
for
I
sure.
think so. The women,
For sure.
I really am convinced of that. Celebrate small milestones like a new scent launch before moving on to the next.
I'm not good at that.
Like taking the time in the moment to be like, I just did that.
See?
yeah.
We don't either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like there's so much to do. It's like on to the next.
I know. I
Yeah.
think that's something we should all try to work
I
on.
totally agree.
Yeah.
And I've been thinking about that a lot lately too. It's like this is 5 years. Like wow, I can't
Like that's a big
pause
deal.
and think
That's a big
about that.
one.
Yeah, and
yeah.
celebrate it.
Yeah.
Because what else?
Right.
Yeah.
What else are we gonna do?
When is your 5-year anniversary?
October 5th.
Oh my
Oh,
God!
happy
Yeah.
anniversary.
Thank you.
That is
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a great date. I love that. Okay, let doubt stop you from releasing a candle.
No. If I didn't believe in it, I wouldn't release it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then believe your unlikely qualities as a founder are what makes Minot Candle special.
Yeah, I think so.
Right?
Yeah.
I think so.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, just
You can
meeting you
feel
now,
it.
you can
Yeah.
feel your energy, and I
Yeah.
feel like your qualities are why that company's thriving.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Yeah. All right, last question, Andy.
Yeah. What would be your advice to another unlikely boss, or actually someone on an unlikely like crossroad of they need to make a change?
I think listen to your gut. I think I wouldn't. It was really scary to like quit my,
Yeah.
big job that I worked so hard for my whole life. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But I'm so glad that I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So trust your gut.
Trust your gut.
Mhm.
I love that.
Yeah. Me too. Cool.
Carrie, this was awesome.
Thanks for
You
having
are
me.
love.
Yeah.
Your candles are amazing. All right, so where can everybody find you, buy the candles, all of that? Where are we going?
MinotCandle.com.
MinotCandle.com. Okay. And I know you're at like stores locally too.
Yeah.
I know that. I've seen you everywhere.
We're in Anchor and Sale in
Yep.
Cohasset, Acquire Good in Hingham.
Yeah.
So Salt Cave in Situate, and The Root in Situate.
Nice.
Unbelievable.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming.
Thank
yeah,
you.
Thanks for having me.
That was
You
great.
are amazing. Thank you.